Hello, my name is David Russell and I'm Chair of the Transition Pathway Initiative, the TPI. I've been asked to talk to you today about why investors should be interested in the transition, what the TPI, the Transition Pathway Initiative, is and does, and how investors can use transition data. So firstly, why should investors be interested in the transition? Well, a lot of this stemmed from COP21 in Paris in 2015, when it became clear that the world needed to transition from where it is today, or then, to net zero by 2050 and limit temperature rises to around 1.5 degrees. That meant we as investors needed to understand how our companies, the companies we invested in, were transitioning. And we didn't have the tools. So what happened was a group of asset owners and asset managers got together and developed the TPI to assess how companies were transitioning. And that transition assessment is undertaken in two ways. Firstly, TPI assesses a management qualities score. This is an assessment of how companies are governing their transition. That currently covers around 1,000 companies globally, but that's going up to 2,000 in the near future and will be many more next year and beyond. In a Japan context, it covers about 9% of the market index in terms of numbers of companies, but it covers about 79% of the emissions. It focuses very much on the high emitting sectors and companies. The second assessment that TPI undertakes is a carbon performance score, which assesses how company targets are aligned with sector-specific pathways to net zero. So are companies setting short, medium and long-term targets to help them achieve net zero by 2050? TPI data are also used in the CA100, the Climate Action 100 benchmark, where investors from around the world are engaging with the most high-emitting companies. TPI data are also used to generate indices like the FTSE Russell TPI Index Series. How can investors use TPI transition data? Well, firstly, they can use it to integrate into their investment decision-making processes, to incorporate transition data in those decisions so they're better decisions, better long-term investments. And secondly, the data can be used to help track engagements and the outcomes of engagements, because that's what investors want to see, real world change in how companies are addressing and transitioning to a net zero future. Well, thanks for listening, and I'm sorry I can't be in Tokyo today with you, but I hope the rest of the event goes well. Thank you.